Welcome to our YouTube platform Agram IAS. Hope you all are fine. Let's begin a session. Healthy States Progressive India's report. I request you all to go through with this graph. Niti Aayog has released the second edition of Healthy States Progressive India report in 2019. The report has been developed by Niti Aayog with technical assistance from the World Bank and in consultation with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The report ranks states and union territories innovatively on their year-on-year incremental change in health outcomes as well as their overall performance. Among the larger states, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra ranked on top in terms of overall performance. Our next content is PHCs, primary health centers. Due to novel coronavirus pandemic, any topic related to healthcare is very important this year. Primary health centers, also referred as public health centers, are state-owned rural healthcare facilities in India. PHCs are essentially single physician clinics, usually with facilities for minor surgeries too. They are the most basic units of the government-funded public health system in India. Apart from regular medical treatments, PHCs in India have some special focuses such as infant immunization programs, anti-epidemic programs, birth control programs, pregnancy and related care, emergencies. Several states remain laggards when it comes to creating a primary health system with well-equipped PHCs as a unit. Our next content is cholera. Cholera is an acute diarrheal infection caused by bacterium Vibrio cholerae. It is an intestinal infection which is caused when a person consumes contaminated food or water. It has a short incubation period from 1 day to 5 days. Cholera transmission is closely linked to inadequate access to clean drinking water and sanitation facilities. Odisha Ganjam district had reported of the disease in 2017. Food and Nutritional Security in India 2019 report. This is the graph. I request you all to go through with this graph thoroughly. The report was authorized by the Government of India and the UN World Food Programme. National Nutrition Mission aims to reduce stunting by 2% a year, bringing down the proportion of stunted population to 25% by 2022. The highest levels of stunted and underweight children are found in Jharkhand, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. For any type of query, you can contact us. Our number is 8883456893. Also, you can join our Telegram channel, that is Agram IAS, AGARAM. Our next one is formalin fish. This is like a diagram, this is a picture over here, formalin, for regarding formalin and their threat. Formalin is a toxic colorless solution derived by dissolving formaldehyde gas in water. It is used to preserve fish and is used as a disinfectant. It is a cancer-inducing chemical. Formaldehyde is not permitted for use in foods as per Food Safety and Standards Regulations 2011. The amount of formalin decreases over time during storage but cannot be removed completely. The motive of using formalin in fish is to extend the storage life of fresh or chilled fish, to artificially improve the appearance so as to give a facade of fresh fish. Food fortification. In news, white swimmers, Department of Food and Public Distribution has approved the pilot scheme on fortification of rice and its distribution through PDS. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, FSSAI, has formulated the Food Safety and Standards Fortification of Foods Regulations 2016. These regulations encourage the production, manufacture, distribution, sale, and consumption of fortified foods. Fortification is the practice of deliberately increasing the content of essential micronutrients, i.e., vitamins and minerals, in a food. It does not alter the characteristics of the food, the taste, the feel, and the look too. Next one is Dastak campaign. Uttar Pradesh government in association with UNICEF launched this large-scale campaign to eradicate deadly acute encephalitis syndrome AES and Japanese encephalitis JE. Under this statewide campaign, teams will go door to door in every village of the 75 districts of the state to create awareness about communicable disease as well as AES and JE. Next one is Operation Thirst. Operation Thirst, an all India drive to crack down the selling of unauthorized packaged drinking water PDW, was launched by Railway Protection Force RPF. The operation was launched in all major railway stations across the country to curb the menace of unauthorized packaged drinking water in the premises of railway stations. Next one is Chandipura virus. It is known to cause inflammation of the brain and progress rapidly from an influenza-like illness to coma and death also. It was named after the town in Maharashtra where the discovery was made. The majority of infected patients are children aged below 14. The virus spreads mainly through the bite of sand flies. Next one is measles. Recently, WHO has declared that measles has been eliminated in Sri Lanka. Measles is a highly contagious viral disease. It remains an important cause of death among young children globally, despite the availability of a safe and effective vaccine. Severe measles is more likely among poorly nourished young children, especially those with insufficient vitamin A or whose immune system have been weakened by HIV, AIDS or other diseases. Ayush Grid Project. In the pursuance to the National Health Policy 2017, this project aims to digitize the entire Ayush, leading to transformation in field of healthcare delivery at all levels along with greater research and education. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology MAITY is collaborating with Ministry of Ayush for digitization of Ayush sector. Next one is rotavirus diarrhea. India is committed to ending morbidity and mortality in children due to diarrhea by 2022. Every year in India, 37 out of every 1,000 children born are unable to celebrate their 5th birthday, and one of the major reasons for this is deaths due to diarrhea. Rotavirus is a leading cause of diarrhea in children less than 5 years of age. Rotavirus, unlike other forms of diarrhea, can only be prevented through vaccination. Other forms of diarrhea can be prevented by maintaining basic hygiene, frequent hand washing, safe water and food consumption, exclusive breastfeeding and vitamin A supplementation. Rotavirus vaccine, along with proper sanitization, hand washing practices, ORS and zinc supplementation, will go a long way in reducing the mortality and morbidity due to diarrhea in children. Colistin antibiotic. Go through with this picture thoroughly. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has issued an order prohibiting the manufacture, sale, and distribution of colistin and its formulations for food, producing animals, poultry, aqua farming, and animal feed supplements. Colistin is an antibiotic for therapeutic purpose in veterinary medicine, but the drug is highly misused in poultry industry as a growth promoter, which led to rise of antimicrobial resistance in the country. Colistin is a valuable last resort antibiotic that saves human lives in critical care units. The bulk of colistin, nearly 95%, is imported from China. China is one of the largest manufacturers of colistin, has banned the use of the same within its boundaries for any producing animals or fish reared for consumption. Repurpose used cooking oil, RUCO. RUCO program. FSSAI launches RUCO program. FSSAI had launched RUCO, an initiative that will enable collection and conversion of used cooking oil to biodiesel. Under the initiative, 64 companies at 101 locations have been identified to enable collection of used cooking oil. So, for any type of query regarding doubts, you can contact us. Our number is 888-345-6893. You can join our Telegram channel also, that is AGARAMIAS, Agram IAS. So, let's start our next topic, that is education. In education, first term is University Grants Commission, UGC. UGC is a statutory body set up by the Union Government in accordance with the UGC Act 1956. It provides recognition to universities in India and disbursement of funds to such recognized universities and colleges. Higher Education Commission of India is about to replace UGC. EQUIP program. The Higher Education Department of the Union Ministry of Human Resource Development had released a 5-year vision plan titled as Education Quality, Upgradation and Inclusion Program, EQUIP. EQUIP is meant to bridge the gap between policy and implementation. The project is made to bring transformation in the higher education system in the upcoming 5 years. STRIDE scheme. University Grants Commission (UGC) announced a new initiative scheme for transdisciplinary research for India's developing economy, STRIDE, to boost research culture in India. STRIDE will boost research culture in India and provide support to research projects that are socially relevant. Collaboration between universities, government, voluntary organizations, and industries is encouraged under this scheme. Next one is National Agriculture Higher Education Project, NAHEP. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, has recently launched the ambitious National Agricultural Higher Education Project. It aims to support agricultural universities in providing more relevant and higher quality education. This project is funded by the World Bank and the Indian government on a 50-50 basis. A 4-year degree in agriculture, horticulture, fisheries and forestry has been declared a professional degree. Swayam Prabha. Next content is Swayam Prabha. Swayam Prabha, a project utilizes satellite communication technologies for transmission of educational e-contents. It is a group of 32 direct-to-home DTH television channels devoted for telecasting higher quality educational content on 24/7 basis to all teachers, students and citizens across the country interested in lifelong learning. So that's all for today's session. Hope you like the session. Subscribe to our channel. Share our videos to your friends. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.